I hear the statement the bar for men is extremely low these days a lot in the context of dating, sex, and relationships. Is the bar low for men's looks or their personality, character, effort? You pretty much outlined it yourself. The personality bar for men that they'll pay attention to is extremely low these days. The ones that are complaining the most are leading with the physical attraction bar, which results in adverse selection from the personality angle. If someone is super physically attractive, they'll have options. When you have options, there's less need to treat what you have well. BC there's always something around the corner that's already primed for you. Adverse selection. One is a dating bar and the other is a relationship bar. It's like when you're at your job and you complain your coworkers are idiots. Said coworkers clearly made it past the hiring process aka the dating bar, but they failed the competence test when it comes to doing the job aka the relationship bar. However, from the outside aka the unemployed or those unable to get past the early dating stage, you don't get to see this dynamic in full play. Honestly, I think the fact I have a home that's mine with no roommates increased my dating success far more than any other attribute. Men always need to remember that these expectations that women say they have for the guys they are dating is that this is meant for the men they already find attractive to begin with. Guys that they don't find attractive aren't likely to get with these women no matter how much they can provide what she says she is looking for. I always roll my eyes when I hear that the bar is very low. It's not true, otherwise it wouldn't be difficult for them to find a partner at all. The number of good men out there far outweighs the number of assholes with no basic decency. The women who complain about that are a small subset that tend to be attracted to a specific kind of men. I would say attraction rather than looks, specifically sometimes looks can do it. I mean, if you look like Jason Momoa or SMTH, that's probably going to clear the attraction bar. But most of the time, it's not about pure looks physical attraction. More so about attraction in general, a lot of which is purely just confidence or at least social skills. Jack Black is the other example here. If it were purely looks, he's not exactly Jason Momoa, beauty-ignoring fame and money had also clear the attraction check just by being a fun charming dude with a lot of confidence. Now the part I think many get hung up on, yeah, non-famous Jack Black would probably not have a lot of success on dating apps specifically. I think it's possible he might have more than you would expect just by having a fun profile that doesn't take itself too seriously. But even then there's just not a lot to go off on dating apps other than looks. But that's just one reason dating apps suck. The other issue is most of us aren't Jason Momoa or Jack Black. We're Adam Sandler at best, which just means gotta work on yourself. And eventually y'all find someone that likes Adam Sandler or y'all get to the Jack Black Jason Momoa point. Pay attention to actions, not words. The kind of person who would keep regurgitating that line is the kind of person who keeps going after the same type of person and has yet to figure out where the problem lies. Hint, it's not the people they are going after. This is exactly how it looks to me. The physical attraction bar is so high I feel like I will never reach it, and once you're through that, the bar for everything else is basically on the floor. I can't help but think that the bar for personality, character and effort is so low because the bar for looks is so unrealistically high. Women wants hot ones get hot ones, but hot ones just have to prepare to take the shallowness and stupidity from this woman. Same goes to men too. Looks gotta meet minimum bar, then passing the rest are extremely hard. Personality, wealth, manners, education, etc. etc. From what I've seen, the bar is usually associated with personality and character. There was a post here the other day in which a woman judged a guy for being a warehouse worker, and to my surprise most women on the comments joined in. If the bar has a career of your choice, then no, the bar is not low at all. The bar for looks is high, 6 feet, ripped, etc. and astronomical for wealth status, solo home owner with no debt, 100k a year minimum in your 20s. Oddly enough, the bar is in hell for how you treat a woman. If you meet the monolooks bars, all you need to do is treat her vaguely like a person, and she'll be over the moon for you. I haven't considered looks attractiveness much in years. I have become incredibly attracted to average-looking men in the past because they were intelligent, funny, interesting, amazing in bed, whatever. The problem I've been encountering lately, and in completely 100 finished with dating now, is that most men don't even demonstrate baseline decency or respect anymore. They behave in ways that instantly turn women off because they're being a literal asshole, and it seems to be an epidemic. I mean, that's simply not true, but okay. Yes, correct, it's mostly about money. If you have enough looks, personality, none of that matters. For some it's just about possessions, fancy car, fancy house, fancy clothes, nothing. At the best for me, I'm a 10, I deserve it, I do nothing in return. But that's not everyone, that is a good chunk of the younger ones these days. The problem is the bar is on the ground. It's impossible to get under it. This depends entirely on what context you are in. If you are on Tinder with a 3-to-1 ratio of men to women and you are only looking for casual sex, then yes, the looks bar is through the roof. When it comes to dick, it's a buyer's market with those odds. If in some bizarro world the ratios were flipped, men would be discounting any woman under a DDD. Just how sexonomics works. You betcha, in bygone eras when only 50 of the men came back from war, they were a hot commodity. The bar is low to be a good boyfriend. You just have to treat your girlfriend like a human being, and you're already doing better than a lot of people, which is pretty sad when you think about it. Every day when I come on this app, I wonder if you guys ever go outside? Like, do y'all ever see real couples? Most couples are both average, or the woman is more attractive than the man. The bar is low in general. If you're nice, have a good job, have a car, and a place to stay that's not your parents' house, you're like a top-tier man. Me and my friends literally brag when we find a man who meets those very bare minimum requirements. Your physical appearance doesn't matter that much if you meet the other qualifications. Being attractive helps, but not much, tbh.